Hi everyone, welcome to Greeklish Outdoors. Today we're looking at a 24-hour combat ration for the UN. So, stick around. So this is advertised as a UN combat ration pack. I have seen it advertised in some places though as a new French ration. I think that's possibly the confusion because it actually lists its ingredients in English and in French. Anyway, let's take a closer look. So on the front of the ration here, you can see it says 24-hour combat ration pack. This is menu 02, Western. It contains breakfast, lunch and dinner, and also some snacks. It weighs 1.9 kilograms and contains a whopping 4,016 calories. So that's quite a hefty ration pack. This one has a best before date of August 2026 and it is produced by a company we have seen before on the channel called Jomipsa. Anyway, let's open up the bag and see what you get inside. See, there it is, packed full of items. Let's get them out and on the table. So first, a main, which is barbecue pork with pasta. The second main meal is chicken with beans and vegetables. You get a bendable stove, 6 fuel tablets and some matches and water purification tablets in this little bag. You get 2 packs of sweet biscuits. You get 2 packs of salty biscuits. An orange flavour cake, some crunchy muesli with dried fruits, some natural almonds, 45 grams, a good sized pack of dates, a soap pad, which I believe is to clean up your pots after you've used them, a mushroom instant soup, a fig and almond bar, a vegan protein shake, cranberries flavour, an isotonic and vitamin and mineral drink, pineapple flavoured, some paper tissues, a pouch which contains liquid, which is fruit and protein mix, a partially skimmed milk powder, some classic hummus, spearmint chewing gum, a second partially skimmed milk powder, a cereal bar, 4 8-gram packs of sugar, some hot sauce, 2 moist wipes, some chili powder, 2 packs of salt and pepper, 2 tea bags, a coffee, a single very thin bamboo spoon, and a little Ziploc bag. And that is everything in this ration pack. Wow, there is a lot of food in there. You can definitely tell it comes to 4,000 calories. Lots of snacks and drinks and lovely interesting items. I cannot wait to get stuck into this one. Anyway, let's split these up, and first up, let's get into breakfast. So for breakfast, they do state you should have the date, cereal bar and natural almonds. But I think I'm also going to have the muesli, some sweet biscuits, a coffee, and a vitamin and mineral isotonic beverage. I'll also have a look at the moist wipes too. I think that should be a really nice, filling breakfast. Right, let's get it out onto a plate. Right, first I'm going to make this coffee. As always, I'm going to have it cold because it is too hot to have it warm. Nice fine powdered coffee there. Muesli with dry fruits. So just a small portion. So I'm actually going to add some of this partially skimmed milk powder to the muesli. I'll add some on there, and I will add some to the coffee too. Add a splash of water to that. Yeah, that was plenty of milk powder for that amount of water. Now I've got a nice creamy coffee. Also going to add the vitamin drink to some water. I've got a 500 ml bottle here. It states add 18 grams, which is the full bag, to 250 mils of water. I'm adding it to 500 as they are always too strong. Mix it up a little bit. Well, let's try this fruit muesli. Nice, sweet, creamy. Yeah, got a nice crunch to it. Some lovely pieces of fruit and oats in there. The skim milk hydrates very, very well and produces a nice little bowl of cereal, to be honest. The only problem is when eating cereal, I wouldn't normally use a spork as it's very difficult to get up the milk. But yeah, it's very, very tasty. And already after a few bites, it's actually quite filling. Good. Right, let's try this coffee. Yeah, really nice milky coffee. The perfect amount of water and milk powder to this. It's really smooth. The milk adds a little bit of sweetness to it as well. Yeah, that's a nice milky coffee. Perfect to get you going in the morning. Right, let's look at this cereal bar. It contains oat flakes, rice syrup, almonds, raisins, cocoa butter, flax seeds, sesame seeds and puffed rice. Looks just like I expected it to. Basically like another bowl of that muesli, but in a bar. It's not overly sweet. It's quite chewy. Fucking hell. Definitely gives you a jaw workout. It's tasty, but it almost tastes like something you might give to the birds in wintertime. But of course, packed full of proteins and fats. Not bad. Let's try these natural almonds. A bag of naturally roasted almonds. And they taste exactly how you'd expect. Nice, healthy snack. A little bit boring, but of course packed full of fats and protein there as well. And a nice little snack to have on the go. A lot of nutty, seedy things for breakfast so far. Right, now the dates. Loads of dates all stuck together. They're not seeded. Still even have the stalks on. They're nice, sweet, smooth. Yeah, tastes pretty fresh. Not the best dates I've ever had in my life, but still very, very tasty, very, very sweet. Just have to be careful when eating them because these buggers can break your teeth. Anyway, a nice snack and packed full of sugary energy. So far, everything seems extremely natural. It's seeds, it's fruit, it's oats, nothing chocolatey or overly processed like in many other rations I've had. All right, let's try this pineapple vitamin water. Cheers. It's slightly sweet. Obviously, I've diluted it down twice of what they suggest. But almost like a Spanish ration, the overwhelming taste, apart from the pineapple, is salt. And I don't really like that with isotonic beverages. I like them to be a bit more balanced. However, in this amount of water, it does go down very, very easy. And it has got a very nice, natural pineapple flavour. Unusually, they only give you one of these isotonic beverages for the full day. I would have thought they'd have given you more than that. Anyway, it's actually not too bad. Finally, let's look at these sweet biscuits. Inside there you see 4 nice biscuits, and they're extremely well packed in the plastic and then its protective cover, and therefore all 4 biscuits are intact. I know they don't taste any different when they're broken, but it does feel better when you get a whole biscuit. Nice, slightly sweet biscuit. very much like a rich tea, and therefore it's not an ideal biscuit for dunking if you're into that sort of filthy stuff. But yeah, it's very, very tasty, if not a little bit thirst provoking. And you get 2 packs of 4. That's 8 biscuits. Right, the only thing left for us to try is this wet towel, which smells very strong, like a lemon cleaning fluid. Smells very similar to the Lithuanian Ration moist towelette or wet wipe, and it is extremely moist. Gets my fingers all nice and wet. Does the job, clean up your hands. Yes, it's not the strongest, but doesn't have to be. Again, you only get 2 of these. I would have thought 3 meals, 3 wipes, but hey, anyway, pretty good. So that was everything for this UN ration breakfast. I'll bring you back a little bit later for lunch. I just want to take a short break from this video to say thanks very much for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so, as it really helps the channel out and will help us continue to make these videos. There are links to other ways on how to support this channel in the description of this video. There are also links to social media like Instagram and X. But for now, back to the video. Right, so it's lunchtime for this UN ration. We're going to have some salty biscuits, some chili sauce, mushroom soup, tea. We're going to check out the paper towels. We're going to have the barbecue pork with pasta, orange flavour cake, this Proteo Plus, some hummus, and we're going to heat up the main menu using the little stove they provided. Right, let's get cracking. Looks like the matches they provide are windproof matches. The striker is kept separately in the little bag. Right, let's leave that to heat up. Right, we're going to make the tea up in some cold water. So in here there's just a black tea bag. Give it a little mix and let that go into the water over time. Let's open these salty biscuits. So just like the sweet biscuits, you get 4 in a pack. They come very well protected, so they're all in perfect condition. I'm going to try a little bit on its own. Yeah, just a plain, slightly salty cracker. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have it with some of this classic hummus they provide. See that hummus. Just going to put a bit on this cracker. Give that a try. It's very smooth, but it's super garlicky, and that's about it really. It's a garlicky, slightly chickpea flavour, but to be honest, it's quite boring. I'll give that another go. I'm not saying it's the worst hummus I've ever tried, but it's pretty close. I'm going to open up this mushroom soup. You can actually see little pieces of mushroom in there. We're going to add some hot water to that in a second once it's boiled. So let's try this Proteo Plus pouch. Smells very much like a fruit puree. That's what it looks like in the pouch. Let's see what it tastes like. It's got a very grainy texture to it. It tastes a lot like banana and apple, which is exactly what is in here. Also grapes. and soy protein. It's not amazing, but it is quite nice to have something like this. It's nice to have something with a bit of liquid in a ration pack. Again, slightly hydrating, some nice vitamins, some protein in there. It's not the best tasting, but surprisingly, I really like it. Let's add some warm water to this soup. Having to use a US MRE spoon as the one they gave did not last further than breakfast. It might have needed more water than I gave it. It is super thick. Let's give it a try. So it's got a very strong mushroom flavour, also very strong of garlic. So between this and the hummus, definitely going to frighten any vampires away. It's nice, it's thick, it's warming, it's salty, and especially on a cool evening, this would be very nice and warming. Right, this is hot now. Barbecue pork with pasta. Let's give it a try. Wow, take a look at this. So that's what it looks like in the bag. Very, very greasy. Some big chunks of pork in there though. Some spiral pasta in a rich tomato barbecue sauce. But yeah, it does look very greasy. Anyway, let's give it a try. Got a piece here with pasta and pork. Wow, it's actually much better than it looks. The meat is cooked pretty well. It's soft. The pasta is actually not too soft. Even though it's got a hint of spice to it, I am going to add this hot sauce. Let's see, I'm going to mix that hot sauce in. Let's see if that makes a difference. Ooh, it's definitely hot now. Wow, that really is hot sauce. It's one of those vinegary hot sauces which gives me the hiccup straight away. Excuse me. But it is very, very tasty. If you're behind enemy lines, do not add the hot sauce, because you're definitely going to give yourself away. Anyway, pretty good. I'm a bit messy after all that, so let's check out these tissues. Well, you get a good stack of tissues here. Let's just take one out. Yeah, a nice, fairly good quality tissue. Good enough to wipe my spoon down, wipe my mouth and hands. But it's a nice tissue, and you get 10 of them, which I think is really good. Right, my mouth's a little bit on fire after that main meal, so let's try this tea, which, as you can see, has gone into the water pretty well. Take that tea bag out now. Cheers. Yeah, a nice floral tea bag. It's a basic black tea, but still nice for a refreshing drink. So yeah, not too bad. And the last thing is this orange flavoured cake. It comes in a piece of grease-proof paper. And there we have it. A lot of it has stuck to the paper. It's really sticky and moist. A really nice, strong, sweet orange flavour. That's delicious. It's so moist, it sticks to every single part of your mouth. But it is super tasty and perfect to have with a tea. Yeah, a winning combination. Right, that was lunch, and lots of interesting and tasty items. For me, the hummus was probably the only thing that was a miss. Everything else was fairly okay or very, very tasty. Now lunch is finished, I will bring you back later for dinner. So it's dinner time. We're going to have the chicken with beans and vegetables. We have got a vegan protein shake. We've got the spearmint chewing gum, this fig and almond bar, some chili powder, some salty biscuits, and we're going to have some more of the moist wipes, paper tissues. And because I don't really want to light the stove again at the moment, I've got a flameless ration heater from a US ration, which I'm going to use to heat up the main meal. Right, let's get cracking. All right, let's see if we can get this main meal in this flameless ration heater. Add some water. Let's leave that heat up. Now we're going to make up this vegan cranberry flavoured protein shake in 500 ml of water. There's the powder. Smells pretty good. Let's see just how well this mixes, but wow, you can see straight away the brilliant purple colour. Right, while we're waiting for those two things, let's check out this fig and almond bar. I've had one of these before actually in a previous Jomipsa ration, and it was very good. Basically just dried figs with a little bit of probably almond powder or tiny pieces of almond to hold it together, but it's very tasty. Like you eat a fig biscuit, to be honest. And as I love those, I love this. Chewy, sweet, slightly crunchy because of the fig seeds in there, but really rich and deep too. That is very, very tasty. Oh, so look at that lovely purple colour of this shake. Let's see, A, if it's gone into the water, and B, if it tastes any good. Well, I've got a plug of powder at the top, so it's not really gone in. Right, take two. There's still lots of protein powder around the rim. It's lumpy. It's got a not a bad flavour to it. I do wonder if they're going to provide the soldiers with a proper protein powder shaker, because just in a regular bottle like this or in a cup, it's very, very lumpy. And it makes it quite unpleasant to drink because the lumps are a little bit bitter. But the liquid itself is quite nice and sharp from the cranberries. And if it had gone into solution properly, it would be quite a nice little protein shake. And of course, extra protein when you're on the go working those muscles is really, really good. So it's a bit of a miss, but only due to the way it's prepared, I think. Could be my fault, but I wonder how else they would make up their protein shake. Well, the flameless ration heater didn't work that well, to be honest, but needs must. We'll eat this cool. Smells like a nice chicken and vegetable stew. Nice big pieces of carrot and chicken in there. Obviously some beans, peas. It's a huge ball of carrot there. Carrots are like smush, overly cooked. Definitely taste the beans. The chicken is very, very tender. It's got a nice smooth and yet salty flavour. I'm going to put a little bit of this chili powder into it because, to be honest, on its own, it is a little bit boring. There you go. Let's mix that up. Let's see if that tastes any better now. Yeah, much better. The flavour's so much brighter and fuller. Saltiness with a bit of chili powder, the nice soft beans and chicken. It's almost got a curry flavour now to it because this chili powder's got chili, cumin, garlic, salt and oregano. Got lots of big pieces of chicken in there. Much better. Much more of a rounded meal and very, very filling. I haven't had that much of it so far and I'm already full. Dip one of these salty biscuits into it. And yeah, adds a nice crunch. Complements the flavour of the chicken. Yeah, they go together really well too. Those two together, you'd be stuffed. There's a lot of food there. One thing I would have liked is another isotonic beverage. Yes, I still have one of the teas left, but I want something fruity and more refreshing to rehydrate me on this boiling hot day. Another one of these wet wipes, which have got alcohol in. Yes, as before, smell very much like some sort of toilet cleaner, but really moist, getting my fingers soaking wet and all clean. Right, let's try these spearmint chewing gums. You get 4 pieces in a pack. Kind of a beigey colour. And they're not hard, they're actually soft as soon as you put them in your mouth. But bursting with sweet spearmint flavour. Definitely getting me salivating, helping cleaning my teeth. Yeah, very nice standard spearmint gum. Very good. So one more tissue to wipe my mouth, which leaves me with 8 in case this food gives me the shits later on. Got plenty to wipe my ass. Oh, and of course, if it gets really dirty, I've got this soap pad. Let's have a look at this actually. Now this, I think, is a really nice addition. This is a bit of like wire wool coated in a soapy substance to help clean your pots and pans and plates after you finish your meals. It's got a very nice soapy aroma. This is definitely for your pans, not for your arse. I'm not going to use it today because I haven't got any pans dirty, but I've seen these in the past and they do froth up really well and help clean your pots and pans. Anyway, that was the latest UN 24-hour combat ration pack. What do you think of this? I thought it was really good. It was packed full of awesome items, so much food, more than I could personally eat in a daytime. Lots of nice little extras, including the protein shakes, some dates, some bars, and even that little soap pad to clean your pots and pans. I thought it was really good. Not all the items I felt were the best quality. The hummus was pretty poor, to be honest, but the main meals were nice and filling, and so were the snacks. One of my only other complaints would be I would like to see quite a few more isotonic beverages in this. If you're in a hot country like I am, you really want something to quench your thirst, and just having a couple of teas and a coffee is not quite good enough, I don't think. Anyway, overall, really good ration. Let me know what you thought of this in the comment section below. If you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so today. But for now, thanks for watching, take care, much love, see you next time.